Hello everybody, my name is Kanami and welcome back to the unboxing, where today we are jumping out of Kamen Rider for a little bit. I know, I'm sorry for the deluge. I wanted to make December special, so it was a thing for me and me alone. But today, we're taking a look at a newer figure for me right now, but I'm postponing its unboxing because it's something I've kind of already gotten. It's a whole thing. Today, we are taking a look at the next part of the Chainsaw Man S.H.Figuarts line, S.H.Figuarts Denji. Yeah, this figure is basically just the pre-existing Chainsaw Man mold. Now, don't get me wrong, that figure is fucking great. It was like my second favorite figure last year. It was my favorite figure last year for a long time, until I got Samus. Well, I guess when you're watching this, it would be 2022, or 2023, because you're watching this in 2025. Oh god, scheduling's weird. I'm gonna break my brain. Anyways, Denji. Yeah. So, looking at this box while we're here, it's got an open window packaging. It's got some red text saying Chainsaw Man and then Denji. It's got some green as well as a dark green and a yellow in the background, and then a photo of Denji pulling his ripcord. S.H.Figuarts Denji. The colors are specifically in reference to the cover of Volume 11. I own it. I'm not going to show it because I'm lazy. Whoa! Anyways, you can also see a little bit of Pochita right there. We can also see a bunch of his accessories. Tamashii Nation's Bandai seal quality, so on and so forth. The top says S.H.Figuarts Denji. The bottom, legal information as well as an image of him with his axe. The side, Denji. This side's got an image of Denji with some dirty mags. And then Denji. The back shows a bunch of the action poses and promotional images. This is the English release, sorry about that. We got Denji, S.H.Figuarts, a bunch of the images, including axe, pulling the ripcord, him being horny, the dirty magazine, and Pochita with a bunch of extra faces. So over here, let's get Denji open. And that's the point of the video, right? To unbox the fucking action figure. Okay, cool. The dirty magazine is a plastic part. That was something I was worried about. Anyways, here he is in the plastic. But without further ado, let's get everything open. There we go. Let's see where to start. I guess we'll start with hands. Let's claw them out. We got what appear to be some axe holding hands. They're like basic human hands. They aren't anything special. Like basic human hands. Yeah, basic human holding hands. They're for the axe. Then we got these kind of like gropey looking hands. I imagine these are for when he's up with like power and whatnot. He's like, because of like the first arc of Chainsaw Man. It's a whole thing. It's good. I love Chainsaw Man. It's a little horny, but whatever. Chainsaw Man's really good. Whatever. It's high art and low art at the same time. We got these open, relaxed hands. You can see them. Fairly basic. They have fingernail sculpting. I don't think there's any paint on them, which is chill. Next up, a very important handpiece for any Chainsaw Man figure. The peace sign hand. This is very important. It shows up all throughout Tatsuki Fujimoto's work, especially Chainsaw Man. We need this. This was a necessary accessory, as much as you might not think it. Then we got some ripcord pulling hands. Or at least a ripcord pulling hand. He's got his finger out, stretched, as you can see. Ready to pull. My devil trigger. Okay, this one doesn't look like a ripcord, whatever. It's got... Oh, this is for the dirty mag. You see it's held like that. Yeah. And then we got one more hand. One more hands. This is the one where he covers his face, which is fine. It's a dual hand, so you gotta be careful with it or whatever, but that seems nice. Onwards to the faces. I don't like these faces a ton. So here you have him being a little chill. And the light's really overblowing it, but yeah, it's a nice face sculpt. It does look fairly like Denji. I think there's something off, at least from what I've seen in the promotional images. But at least to my eye. But yeah, He's got a basic smirk. This feels like Denji to me. You can see also his sharp teeth. Yeah, this feels like Denji. Anyways, and then we got, this is for the horny image. I go, I guess. You can also look disappointed with this, but it's like, he's a little horny shit. And then he's got his tongue out for real. Because he's going all back. Yeah, that's very nice and expressive. I like that one. Anyways. Next up, baby. Let's go on with the Dirty Mag. On the front, you can see this, he steals this from like a fiend or whatever. You can see at the front, it's got the horny art. On the back, it's got debut for a car. It's printed like this because like you're supposed to read it like that. And it's nice that it's a plastic part rather than like what some other figures have done, where it's like just a piece of paper that you got to cut out of the flap. That's really annoying. Anyways, I'm glad they didn't do that. Next up, his primary weapon that he uses throughout the series, the axe, and they perfectly replicated it. It's got that nice hook on it, and it's got a nice metallic sheen to it, and it looks very nice. Next up, I'm pretty sure this one's just taken straight from the previous Chainsaw Man. This is the flowing tie effect part. However, that pairs nicely with this tiny-ass thing, the ripcord. And I don't think, it looks like it might actually plug in a little bit. Like, there's a little hook. You put the finger on there. Good for henshin poses, I guess. But next up, we go to the main accessory. Let's get him out of here. A nice, cute, sitting Pochita. This is very cute. He's got his little ripcord tail. Come on, focus. There we are. And he's got the chainsaw at the front. He's going all bow wow. He looks very cute. As you can see, there's a little split at the face because he also comes with extra faces, which is pretty rad. Here we have Sad Pochita. Looks like you take out the chainsaw after you take off the face and then you put it back on. But here's Sad Pochita. It's a little interesting that you get Pochita parts with this figure when, like, he isn't... They aren't super contemporaneous with each other. Spoilers for Chainsaw Man, sorry. But I mean, I guess, kinda. It's good to have Pochita. Especially given some of the stuff Pochita's been doing recently. Spoilers for Chainsaw Man Part 2, I guess. And then Happy Face. Very happy. But finally, let's get into, I guess, the main event. But is kind of, sort of a fillery figure. Denji himself. And yeah. Okay. His shoulders feel tighter than last time. Which is weird. I mean, I'm not going to get this guy into as many action poses as Chainsaw Man. Yeah, this is basically the pre-existing Chainsaw Man figure that we saw before. Let's look at some of those new elements. So here's Denji's face. This is not a face I like super much. Let's try to put on a new face. And you can see it's kind of coming off already. So you just kind of remove the hair. You get a little slot. And then let's go for, I guess, the normal smirk. And then you slot that in there. Slot on the hair. And yeah, that looks better. That's a lot more like Denji. It's a little off to my eye. Neck's a little different. It has a bit of gappiness that I'm not super into. But yeah. Also, he's got new lower arms. These are if you want, these are swappable with the original Chainsaw Man. This figure is kind of sort of a accessory pack for the original Chainsaw Man because it gives you a bunch of Denji parts for that, and you can swap between the two. So this gains infinitely more value if you have Chainsaw Man. And I imagine if you're buying a Denji, I imagine you have a Chainsaw Man as well. It would be weird if you just got Denji, I guess. A little orange on mine. That's a bit unfortunate, but whatever. Oh yeah, okay, so the torso is a slightly different mold because, as you can see there's a little hole for the ripcord. Yeah. Otherwise, like, the legs are the same, the feet are the same, really well-engineered feet. I mean, I was already expecting this figure to be pretty good because it's the same base as before, which like has never failed me. So it's not like it would fit. I doubted it would fail as a figure because it's the same base. Some of the new elements aren't super great. I'm not super into the faces, but like I don't think anyone's really been able to super get down Fujimoto's art style for the faces in figure form. Not even a 3-0, those people who made the 1/6 scale ones. Figma didn't do super hot either, in my opinion. At least for Denji and Power. The Figuarts Makima though does look pretty nice from what I've seen of it. But it hasn't released by the time that I'm recording this, but it has released by the time this video is released. So let me know what you think of that figure in the comments. I guess it'll get an unboxing eventually, because I do have it on pre-order. Anyways, yeah, I think this is about a natural spot to end it. This figure isn't like crazy. It's got a lot of accessories, which is nice. The human figures have come with a nice amount of accessories, which I have to commend them for, especially compared to the demon ones they've done. Those ones have had less accessories, which has been fine. They've had enough, in my opinion, but it does feel a bit weird with the amount of money that they cost. But these figures come out swimmingly, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm sure you can find it online if you want to order it. I don't know. I don't have any affiliate links yet or anything. I mean, I'd be chill. But whatever, you can find it online. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Do all the YouTube stuff. Comment down below if you want me to review this figure. Any engagement always helps in determining reviews for the future, I guess. I've got a couple planned that aren't super engagement-based, but you probably already saw those. But until next time, I'll see you in the next big unboxing video, I guess. Bye-bye!